What's up, guys? My name is Damien.
My name's Kyle.
And I'm Alex.
We are Our Mind Center. We make short films and we review movies. And tonight we went to go see a movie by our decision because there was two other movies that came out that we could have went to go see, Hotel Artemis and Ocean's 8. But we decided, we decided to go see a movie called Hereditary, an A24 movie. And a little background on that, we all three have just become so enamored with the movies that these people make.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have a list on my phone that I made so I could read them off, but like, The Witch, It Comes at Night, Moonlight, Lady Bird, like The Room, the one with Brie Larson, where they won an Oscar, and Moonlight won Best Picture, American Honey, Green Room. Like, there is so many movies that they make where it's just relentless. Every single time, they just find the right directors and they find the right cast.
No, I more than any production company working right now, I think you get some of the best art and like true to form passion project films out of any production company I've seen.
What's funny is that used to be like how directors would be.
Yeah.
You know, you'd see Peter Jackson's name, didn't matter what the trailer was, you'd be like, well, I'm gonna go see it because the Jackson man's doing it.
Uh-huh.
But now, if I see a trailer start and it says A24, I'm like, yep, I could stop the trailer right there, and I will go see that movie. Alex, what's this damn movie even about?
So Hereditary has to do with a family and some really weird things that have been happening to them. The trailer is very vague for a very important reason, because this movie it's f***ed up. And I do not like using intense curse words. But my goodness, do you just have to watch this movie?
I think that this is pure cinema. I think this is why I go to the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
This almost seems to me like the director of this movie knows how I feel more than I do. There are things in this movie that he scares me with, and we talked about it in the car. Fear is very subjective. A lot of people are going to laugh in certain scenes because they just don't get it. And a lot of people are going to go, that scares you? Like, no, this part scared me. But everything in this movie was done. You can tell by the opening shot of this movie that the guy directing this, which, by the way, this is his first feature film, you can tell by the first shot, we're dealing with somebody who cares a whole shit ton about making movies.
Mm-hmm.
And then from that point on, the way that he uses the characters in this movie, and Toni Collette, the main actress, who, by the way, is the best actress I've seen so far this year. Jesus Christ.
Killed it.
This movie has to handle so many things.
They all did really good.
Yeah,
Everybody.
Loss and fear and characters like psychiatric like ability to handle situations. And what I will say is this movie comes across as so damn real, which makes it as scary as I think that it is.
Yeah, it is weird. And I mean, 100% this movie should be praised for the terror that it ensues, because I'm going to be honest with you, I mean, any horror film's going to have things that snap and you're like, oh, like jump scares. Yeah. But the jump scares in this are not jump scares. They're not trying to scare you with the jump scares.
Yeah.
That is like a just showing the niche in the niche in your armor.
Yeah.
Like you said, it knows how you feel more than you know how you feel.
Yeah.
And so I was never, I was just terrified the entire movie. Because the first scare, so to speak, that happens in this movie, from that point on, I knew.
You knew.
I was just
exactly.
They know what they're doing. This is 100% a passion project by whoever is putting it together. Yeah. And they are doing an incredible job of it.
Who's gonna take care of me?
You don't think I'm gonna take care of you?
But when you die...
What the director does is like he puts something scary in the frame and just makes you look at it. He's like, no. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna look at what is terrifying you.
Yeah.
And it makes it that much scarier because you can't look away. You can't get up out of the movie theater. You have to sit there, and it's so weird because it's so damn real. The way the characters talk in this, because it's also like a character drama. A really damn good one. Yeah, to the point where like I was crying and I got like chills and I was emotional. And it makes the scares when they happen more unsettling because you're so all over the place. you're like, oh, this moment's just a serious, like, arguing moment. You're like, it almost makes you feel like I'm watching, like, a drama movie. And then it's like, no, don't forget. These are just real people in a real terrifying situation. Yeah. And the way they talk, the way they, like, stumble over their words, and they, like, use the wrong word, and you're like, this is so human. Like, the mom, when yelling at her son, is like, get that face off your face. And I was like, but at the same time, she's heated, she's angry, she's pissed, she's scared. And to watch the main character, again, Toni Collette, go down, because even in some scenes where it's supposed to be emotional, she kind of just is a normal person. They even make a thing on it, like, she's like, am I supposed to be sad? Or am I supposed to be emotional? And there are certain scenes where you're like, are you okay with what's happening? And it's like, no, she's just covering it up. But not only does the actress show that, so does the director. The little girl actress, I think it's also her first time. I will not forget a scene that this girl has. And it is seared into my brain, and not in a good way. A lot of the actors have moments in this movie where I know when I go to sleep tonight, I'm going to think about it. Oh. And I hate it because it's so damn scary.
Okay. I think we just need to, like...
Review it? Let's rate it?
Rate it.
Yeah, let's rate it. I think what this movie does is I think it shoves away a witch. I think it shoves The Conjuring 2 down a flight of stairs. I think this movie and this director and this company with A24 walks into the room and they're like, do you guys not know how to make scary movies? Or movies in general that could work outside of just being scary? And I think this movie, for me, hits every single note that a movie like this should do, and then at the same time proves to me that a movie like that can also do something out of that genre. And I loved it. I can't say I'm going to see this movie again anytime soon, because I will be watching it again in my head tonight when I sleep. But Jesus, do I not think that this is a perfectly crafted film. I'm going to slap a solid Damien Luneman certified 10 crowns out of 10. This movie kicked my ass.
For a scary movie to make me cry, not because I'm scared, that's crazy. Because, like, in most scary movies, they're just like they're trying to make you scared. Mm-hmm. And they do focus on that in this movie, but there's so much more there. There's even humor in this movie.
It's not just a skeleton. There's meat.
No. This movie did replace It as the best horror movie that we've reviewed by far. Sorry, but I'm gonna go ahead and just throw a little 10 on there. Little 10. 10 ants out of 10.
I can't stand horror movies, and I think this one is, like, almost specifically the reason I don't like horror movies, and that's why I know it's so good.
Yeah.
Like, it almost pains me to glorify this movie because it is the thing that I hate. And so, the one thing that I could easily say is that the directing in this movie is incredible. The acting was very good, and it's almost funny thinking about it afterwards, because the lulls and, like, character and kind of weird acting moments don't really feel like acting moments. Right. Like, they feel more real than you would feel in most other movies, and that is definitely a testament to the directing and the actors in the film. They did an incredible job putting this together, and I honestly feel like this is the best horror film I've ever seen. And they do bring a lot of other stuff in it. Definitely. I mean, that's being said with someone who doesn't watch horror films. So, I mean, anyways. I'm going to give it a 10 as well. I'm going to give it 10 bird heads. I don't want to watch it again, but it's definitely worth it.
Is this the first one?
No, I think Mother gave it.
Avengers Infinity War. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We just reviewed, and hopefully you have seen one of the realest, and one of the scariest horror movies that we all three have seen. And if you guys do have the pleasure, Go see it this weekend.
Mhm.
Give it a view. Make sure you come back here if you haven't seen it. Leave a like, comment if you did like the movie or if you didn't, or if you are excited to see it. And because it has been probably like 14 minutes, maybe 15, you probably forgot. My name is Damien.
My name's Kyle.
And I'm Alex.
We are Our Mind Center. We make short films, and we do indeed review movies. And until next time, guys. Away, and you're not supposed to be paying attention to him, and then he starts breathing heavily, and you're like, what is going on? And then you realize, and also, it's so deep. But, okay, I'll wait till we do this, because it's
Oh, yes.
I thought it was funny that you said you're not going to go see this, because you watch horror films, and you like them, and you were like, I'm not going to go see this anytime soon. I was like,
dude.
what? I'm not going to see this again.